Hello, everyone. I am Cosmic Dreamer. Today, we will tell you about some jobs that should exist in reality, but you have never seen. There is a movie in Japan called Okuribido, which is called Departures in English. The movie about the embalmer is about putting makeup on a corpse and then putting it into the coffin, a very realistic movie that deserves respect. The work of cleaning corpses can be divided into two types. One type is medical cadavers, which are cadavers used for dissection. The other kind is that this is an ordinary corpse, which will eventually be cremated. As for corpses used in medicine, they must be soaked in formalin. It was not used until the dissection, so it had to be soaked in formalin for a long time. Then the person who washes the corpses, his job is to put all the corpses in a large formalin pool, in a pool like a swimming pool, because the bodies will float. Their job is to use a long stick to push the bodies down so that they don't float. The other type is the undertaker. They are just like ordinary people. After washing the body, put on clothes and makeup, put them beautifully in the coffin, and then meet with the family to decide whether to be cremated or buried. This is a very respectable job. Of course, in fact, as for the formalin job, I think it is quite worthy of respect. What's the reward? Many people apply for this job, which costs 500,000 yen a month. For an ordinary office worker or a newcomer who just comes in, the monthly salary is about 200,000 yen. Then, after you work hard for a few years, it will probably be 300,000. If you do better in a few years, when you are in your 40s, you can earn 400,000 or 500,000 a month, which is pretty good. In the movie about the undertaker, a new employee starts with a monthly salary of 500,000 yuan. It is really attractive to many young people. So these young people went to find this job and found that their wages were very low. 1 hour of work by an embalmer only costs 850 yuan, which is the same price as working in a supermarket. I'm not willing to do it if it's cheaper than McDonald's. I think this salary is a bit too exaggerated and too low. I'm not willing to do it no matter how much money it costs. I was afraid that suddenly the corpse's eyes would open. Even if the pay in other jobs was lower, I would not consider doing this. I think this job should be shaped into a particularly good job, a sacred job. It is a job that builds virtue for people, and I think it would be better this way. Then the recruitment advertisement for this kind of job will have certain requirements for the people it recruits. They don't recruit everyone. The main thing is to recruit people who like to put makeup on others. People who like zombies and horror movies must be brave and like rancid smells. That is to say, after you go there, your hands or legs will be broken, and then medical research will be done. And there is no anesthesia. If there is anesthesia, it will affect the results of this experiment. So this kind of human experiment requires volunteers. It is said that the arms are about 100,000 yen, and the ribs are about 500,000 to 600,000 yen. The most expensive part is the thigh. Once the thigh bone is broken, it is difficult to heal, and there will be sequelae. The largest bone in the human body is the thigh bone. about 800,000 yen. If I had to choose one job between this and the job of soaking corpses, I would probably choose corpse soaking. I think you'll get used to soaking corpses after a while, but this really means going to the hospital. After you go there, take 2 things to fix them and snap them off. That's the feeling. Fortunately, he didn't interrupt, so he tried again. And after you go there, you have to sign a contract first. The first article of the contract states that there is no guarantee of life. This recruitment advertisement is for people who like hospitals or people who like pain, like people with drug dependence. There is this kind of person who likes to take medicine. So where can I pick up body parts? It's the kind of traffic accident or accident where the tram sometimes jumps into the tram. Tram hopping can really cause chunks to go everywhere. Then the next person will not be able to make a tram. Therefore, all the body parts must be recovered within a very short period of time. Another name is picking up tuna. Prologue. In Japanese, tuna usually refers to something dead or immobile. Do you have to wait for this job? It seems that no one jumps off the tram now. There don't seem to be that many body parts to pick up, but I really heard that some Chinese people came to work picking up body parts, and the wages were very high and available at any time. That is to say, you can make money even when you are not working, just like building roads in Japan. Road repairs will not be done if it rains, but wages will be paid on rainy days. It makes sense. It's a good job. But who wants to pick it up? If I had to choose one of these 3 jobs, I would still pick up corpses. After all, it feels like daytime, but it doesn't necessarily have to be daytime. But there will be other people around, and if there are police, I won't be afraid, and I won't worry anymore. Moreover, it is not easy to tell that it is a human being when it becomes a corpse, just like a piece of meat. This kind of body picking requires people who like railways. There are many people in Japan who love railways and are very time-abiding, on call at any time, and people who particularly like puzzles. This is very important. Okay, that's all the content of this video. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.